If you're looking for suspenseful situations, creepy atmosphere, and best of all, panicking at the sight of an alien as it comes towards you or passes by you, well, Alien Isolation is the game for you. Alien Isolation takes place 15 years after the events of the original movie Alien and 42 years prior to Aliens, the sequel. We start off with Amanda Ripley, the daughter of Ellen Ripley, who went missing when she was a crew member of the Nostradamus, which I believe is the time where Ellen is asleep at the moment in cryogenic sleep. She has an alien within her, so that's why they put her to sleep in order for the alien to be put to sleep as well. And this is where the second movie starts, I believe. Don't quote me on that. You guys probably couldn't correct me if I'm wrong. But anyways, it's not about the second movie that I'm talking about, you guys. It's about Isolation. Amanda gets an offer by a synthetic named Christopher Samuels along with other crew members of the Torrens in order to go search for a recording that was left at the Nostradamus, then later on was left at Cestapol. Letting her know that this is a perfect chance to get some clues about her mother, she quickly accepts. The crew members of the Torrens head off to the station Cestapol. Soon after they get in there with a little bit of problems, there's an explosion before that. They encounter something that has horribly gone inside the station, and it could be much more worse than they can have ever imagined. The game starts a bit slow in order to introduce, the story, the characters, it's slowly building up to the tension. But once you see the alien, when it first appears, you'll be wishing that it had not. The alien is not the only enemy though. There are so many distrustful humans panicking that there's a murder on the ship and they don't know if it's a human or an animal. And to throw into the mix, there's also functioning androids that are killing the people that they're supposed to be serving. If that was not bad enough, right? The gameplay is good. You can craft different items like making machines, med kits, flash grenades, many other items that can help you with surviving the crazy human beings, and as well as using the alien actually towards your advantage. You can actually use one of the noise making machines in order to throw it to the human beings where they are at, and then it's gonna attract the alien and it's gonna take all of those guys out. It's pretty fun to do that, but sometimes it can go wrong, you guys, and the alien can attack you as well, so you better be careful with that. Now, shooting mechanics are not so great. Shooting will feel so rough and hard to handle at times that it's best not to even use your weapons at all. And most of the time, the game focuses on running away instead of fighting, so which it's not a big deal. Now let's talk about what this game really emphasizes, and it emphasizes the stealth gameplay and hiding above all else. Because if you create too much noise, it will bring a wanted attention, and in case you do bring a wanted attention, hiding is really critical. All of this plays into is the atmosphere and the alien itself. You can hear all these creaking sounds throughout the vents above you, below you, the walls next to you, and this lets the player know that the alien's always close to you and always watching you, and brings out to the next part of this. The alien's AI system is really smart. It always keeps its distance and approaches you only when you least expect it. It got me a couple of times, and damn, that shit was scary. And it also had me raging a couple of times because it made it so hard for me to get to certain parts of the game, which now leads me to the cons of the game. Now, one of the small little ones that I have to point out is probably happened to many people that I actually talked to. It's that when you start off the game, you are supposed to meet in the crew and then you can't progress, which is not a big deal, but it also happens later on when you try to get into a transit that sometimes it would just like loop. It didn't let you go into the next part, which it got annoying. And also, I feel like the game was a little bit too difficult, and that the AI system of the alien was a little bit too smart, because sometimes it would just circle around me, the alien, and would not leave, man. That fucker knew I was there. And then sometimes when it heard me, it would go into the I would go into the locker and it would fucking snatch me out, which was not cool, man. I thought it was safe. In all, I felt like this brought the original feel of the original movies of the 1970s and early 80s of both two aliens, and it felt really truly a survival horror game, and I would rate this an 8 out of 10. Alright guys, and let me know your thoughts about the game, whether you enjoyed playing it. If you haven't gotten it, are you planning to pick it up, or just maybe it might be a little bit too creepy for you? Because I feel like it did get on my nerves a couple of times, and not in the nerves, and like it got in my nerves, like it got me scared. Alright you guys, and you can let me know down in the comment box below what you thought as well. If you liked it, might as well hit that like, share as well, And if you haven't done so already, might as well hit that subscribe button to keep yourself updated for future stuff like this. And remember that this was Fear D. I'll be seeing you guys later.